Good evening there, Josie.
Good evening, no.
I'm delighted to have you on the show today. You're here to tell us.
And I'm delighted to be here at the same time.
Thanks. You're here today to talk to us about the rights of tenants in the countryside.
It's a fascinating subject, Tom. I could go on all night now, and I know you only have a bit of time, so you direct your questions at me now, and I'll respond appropriately.
Right. Well, the information you're giving us tonight is solely on countryside tenants,
That's
not
right.
city tenants, and there isn't that many of them renting tenants, you know.
Oh, well, there is now, Tom, remaining on farms like from the famine, and I suppose there'd be a fair amount now left from the famine.
As tenants in the countryside. Well, a lot of your research into this is based on the famine. So let's start with the famine. Tell us something. Tell us your views on the famine.
This might be a bit, what do we call it? It might be a bit out there. But I was totally against the whole thing from the start.
The famine. I'm sorry, I know you get upset when you talk about the famine.
I suppose that there's just so many people. You know, the population of Ireland was 8 million at that time.
Yeah.
It gets me emotional now thinking about it, but from the beginning of it, I knew it was a bad idea.
It's okay, Josie. It is a difficult subject to talk about. But your theory posits that somebody caused the famine, and that's why it was a bad idea. There's our timer. We're going to cut to
right, no, it's okay. I have myself together now.
Short.
No.
Go on,
okay. Anyway, the last question you asked me there was, I blame someone for the famine.
Yes.
And just before we go to a commercial break, I think it's about time that I address this person because I think they should own up to what they did.
Right. Well,
the drummer from U2.
I do.
Yeah.
He was the one who called.
It was him who called. No, he doesn't play the drums. The Edge.
Oh, right. You think he's a bass guitarist? The Edge might be.
Yeah, the one with the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he causes it all right.
All right. Well, what I might do, Josie, is ring U2's PR.
Yeah.
And ask them, can we get the Edge on to talk to you today?
Yeah.
So in the meantime, while we're taking a commercial break, we are taking callers because there's lots of people with questions for you. So we'll be back in just a moment for more callers. All right. Would you like to hum the tune of the show while we go off to an ad break?
Do I need to hold something?
No, it's all right. You hum the tune while we go take an ad break.
Okay.
Or sing it even.
Okay.
Off you go. Now we're back with Josie here today, who's talking to us about tenants' rights and the origin of tenants' rights, which was the famine. Now we have a caller on line 1. His name is Mongo. So Mongo, what question do you have for Josie?
Hi, Mongo.
Hello, Josie.
Hello.
I'm an elderly gentleman renting in the country.
Which country is that now? Lancashire.
That'll be Dublin County. Well, it's more Wicklow, but I like to call it Dublin because it's just nice sounding on the lips. You know, I live here with my wife of 14 months, Edna. Sometimes I forget her name.
Will you get on to the question there, Mongo?
The question, Josie, was, I was alive during the famine.
Yeah.
And were you alive during the famine too?
That's your question for me now, is it?
That's my question.
Well, it'd be a give or take relationship now with that question because I couldn't pinpoint now what to exactly. I suppose yes and no.
Right. Thank you very much.
It's like nature nurture type question.
It's neither one nor both. It's both.
Or not neither. Yeah.
It's either neither nor both. Is that what you're saying, Josie?
We leave you go there, Mongo. Confusing matters there. Josie, I'm afraid it is time to call to a close.
So
Is
which
there
is
any,
that now?
closing comments you'd like to say on the actual topic of tenants' rights?
Oh, well, I suppose, Tom, that there's just me motto that I like to say sometimes about tenants' rights,
Right.
and that is, it's kind of a rap.
Right, go for it, Josie. We'd love to hear this rap.
Okay, could you, is there possible to give me a beat?
I'll give you some sort of a beat, alright.
A beat now, is that a joke? You can live during the famine and you have a house, but you don't own it yourself and you're renting it out. You're a tenant. You're a tenant.
Very
And
good.
it's not finished now.
Keep going then.
I start again. If you live during the famine and you own a house, but you don't rent it out, you're a tenant. And since the dawn of time, there was rights for you, there was rights for me, there was rights, so together you're a tenant. Tenant's rights. Know your rights.
Very good.
That's
Wow.
it now, yeah.
Well, we would accept any emails from people on
Or
to get you
cheese,
back on
I
the
like
show.
cheese.
We'll also accept cheese for Josie. She does like that. So thank you very much again, Josie.
Oh, God, I
We'd love
had
to have
a
you
brilliant
up on
time.
again for more important,
Tenant's rights, yeah.
just as important topics as tenants' rights.
Well, that's the only thing I talk about with all.
All right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, good day to you.
Yeah, yeah.